So I went on a date with a guy who said he was into the cosmos, which honestly sounded poetic. I pictured deep talks under the stars, maybe him pointing out constellations and telling me stories about ancient Greek gods. You know, Nicholas Sparks meets Neil deGrasse Tyson. We'll call him Ethan because, of course, his name was Ethan. He had one of those artsy profiles with black and white selfies and quotes like, "The universe is within you," which sounds meaningful until you realize he also listed his favorite food as pizza rolls. Anyway, Ethan invites me to go stargazing. Romantic, right? I'm thinking, yes, this is it. This is the date I'll brag about to my group chat. I even shaved my legs above the knee. I packed snacks, I wore perfume, I brought a blanket like we were going to shoot a Calvin Klein ad in the grass. He picks me up in a car that smelled faintly of essential oils and regret. I ignored it. Romance first, judgment later. So we drive and drive and drive, like out of the city through 2 counties, past a farm that may or may not have been haunted. Finally, we stop in this random field. I'm like, wow, it's dark out here. And Ethan goes, yeah, that's how you see the stars best. Logical. Slightly serial killery, but logical. We spread out the blanket, open the snacks, and I'm ready for stargazing magic. Then I look up, and guess what I see? Clouds, thick, angry, blanket of doom style clouds. Not a single star, just atmospheric disappointment. I turn to Ethan and ask, hey, did you check the weather? And this man, this confident, astrology-loving, stargazing enthusiast, says, oh no, I just felt like tonight was the night. Sir, I shaved for this. So we're sitting in a field, eating stale popcorn, surrounded by cows who are looking at us like we broke into their Airbnb, and the most celestial thing we saw all night was his phone screen when he tried to Google how to tell if a cow is judging you. But it gets better, because halfway through this cloudy cow date, Ethan pulls out a ukulele, no warning, just whips it out like we're in a quirky indie movie, and starts singing. Now, if you're thinking, maybe he serenaded you, let me stop you. He sang a song about the clouds, like full improv mode. You were the star, but the sky said no. I sat there blinking in Morse code at the cows, hoping they would trample me. At the end, he looked me dead in the eye and said, that was inspired by your energy. My energy? Sir, my energy left my body the moment you rhymed sky with why did you lie? So yeah. I smiled, I clapped, I even gave him a polite wow. But when he asked if I wanted to drive out again next week to chase moonlight, I told him I had to check my horoscope first. Spoiler, Mercury was in nope. Moral of the story? Always check the weather. Never trust a man with a surprise ukulele. And if someone says they're into the cosmos, make sure they don't mean just vibes and vibes alone.